Hai, selamat petang. Encik Jimmy boleh uh, hantar di ruangan chat, hantar something dekat ruangan chat. Saya tak jumpa Encik Jimmy.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Jimmy.
Ya, saya. Dapat dengar tak saya?
Okay. Boleh you buka mic?
Oh, okay. Mic. Mic saya dah buka. Mic
sudah buka.
Dengar tak? Okey, boleh dengar. Okey. Okey, selamat petang. Macam mana ni? Adakah Encik Sarul Nizam akan mulakan?
Okay, selamat petang. Okay, Mr. Jimmy, so far saya dah boleh dengar dengan clear lah. You pun, yang lain boleh dengar saya dengan jelas ke? Alright, kalau boleh dengar dengan jelas.
Boleh dengar.
Boleh dengar dengan jelas. Alright, okay. So tanpa membuang masa, we will start today's webinar lah. Alright. So a very good afternoon and Assalamualaikum to everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. So my name is Cik Siti Noshakira. Okay, I am the Talent Acquisition Executive from Pertubuhan Keselamatan Sosial Pekeso, which located at Jalan Tun Razak lah. And then I will be your moderator for today. Alright, so you all can also call me Miss Shakira. First of all, a special thanks to UniKL team for inviting Pekeso to collaborate with us in organizing this webinar. Alright, so before we move forward, I think there's no issue about the line and everything. So can I get the student to comment number 1 at the chat box? If you guys are ready for Mr. Jimmy to proceed with his presentation? Okay. Can I have everyone say one in the chat box? All right. So the students are very, very excited for today's webinar. I can see that. All right. So the topic for today's webinar would be the Battle of Interview presented by Mr. Jimmy Macheting. So today we will learn a lot of tips in preparing for interview in today's session that can really, really be useful to all of you. So I would like to inform as well to those that has registered for today's webinar, you guys will receive a e-certificate. And also the e-certificate will be sent within 7 to 14 working days after the webinar has ended, and it will be sent through your email lah. Okay, so if you guys have any question during the presentation, please do type them in the chat box and I will bring them up during the presentation, and we will also have time for Q&A session at the end. Okay, so I would like to introduce a little bit about Mr. Jimmy lah. So Mr. Jimmy is an certified career coach. Okay, so he has a certificate in corporate master in business administrations and also having a bachelor degree in science in physics industry at UiTM, University Technology Malaysia. So Mr. Jimmy has more than 13 years of industrial experience, created more than 1,000 professional curriculum cover letter for candidate, and also he has extensive experience in multiple industry, including manufacturing, retail, oil and gas, mining, constructions, and government statutory body. And also he is a member of Mensha Malaysia. So it is very impressive. And I also sure that you guys cannot wait any longer for today's webinar. So without further ado, I would like to present to you Mr. Jimmy.
Thank you very much. Yeah, can everyone see my slides? Boleh tak? Nampak tak? I'm already sharing my slides. Nampak tak my slides here? Yes. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna start. Welcome everyone. Okay, before we start, please take the time. If you already have your resume or your CV, email me during this talk, and at the end of the session, I will pick randomly 3 CV or resumes for a free review session, for a brief free review session, so that everyone can know exactly what we supposed to do. Because this one, our talk is specifically on preparation for the battle of interview. So aside from that, I want to help if whoever have already done their resume, I'll give a brief review. Okay, thank you for the introduction. So now I don't have to introduce myself. I'm certified, accredited by 2 bodies, and I have given many talks. Last year, I cannot remember, 15 ke 20, but previous years a lot. It started, the invitation for talk actually started after the COVID, so which was a terrible time for working professionals lah. Semua orang kena retrench, semua dia orang buang kerja. So it started it started to pick up from that time. So these are a few testimonies from my client. I call them candidates lah. Yang ni dapat better job, better offer. This one was very special because he landed a job in Canada, bigger job, bigger responsibility, bigger pay. A lot of them, they got jobs in Malaysia, and this one was a bit more special. But this lady was retrenched twice, and she got job twice. Better job, 2 kali better job, better pay. Okay, ada yang dapat kerja dari Intel, ada yang not all of them are my direct clients or candidate. Some of them, they just follow me on LinkedIn. By the way, I'm very active on LinkedIn. I share a lot of free advice on LinkedIn. So please, kalau after this session you want to learn how to do resume, you have any career question, just visit my LinkedIn website. I'm going to give you the link of this at the end. oil and gas, marketing, whatever kind of industry you're from, I'm going to help you. Okay, so just to give an understanding, actually, nak dapat kerja tu very very easy. The difference between me and other career consultant is that I'm going to teach you how to search for a good job. So nak cari kerja tu, apply dalam 1 minggu, minggu kedua panggil interview, minggu ketiga paling lama sebulan dah dapat. But the difference is that kalau buat strategi macam tu, kemungkinan yang sangat-sangat besar dalam 2-3 bulan lepas tu akan ada orang telefon balik. Mr. Jimmy, saya tak tahan kerja sini. And this happens to roughly 60-70% of my candidates. So, I do not want to teach macam mana nak cari kerja. Tu sangat senang. But how to differentiate between a good company and a bad company, that is the most important thing supaya kita tak menyesal. Bukan pagi report duty, tengah hari dah tak nak masuk. Hari ni report duty, tahu-tahu kenapa muka interviewer tu bagus je masa interview, tapi lepas saya lapor diri untuk kerja, menjerit-jerit sampai dari pagi sampai ke malam. So we want to avoid that. So I'm going to teach you how. Untuk there is 4 important or main factors in identifying a good job. Okay, the first 2 I've covered in I think a few previous talks with Pakeso. So today we're going to talk about the 3rd and the 4th steps. However, I just want to clarify that usually I take 2 days to clarify macam mana nak buat preparation. Lepas tu macam mana 1 hari untuk buat preparation, 1 hari untuk menjawab soalan interview. So dalam masa 2 jam ni saya cuba compact as much as possible. Saya tak janji saya dapat berikan semua, but I'll do my best. Okay. Now, topik yang pertama, which is the interview preparation. This is the topic yang tak pernah candidate, I have never have a candidate daripada 13 tahun experience, belum ada candidate yang telah melakukan ini. Sedangkan ini adalah benda yang paling penting. Okay, this is the most important part. Bukan dah dapat terima invitation to interview, okay, kita tunggu. Okay, hari interview datang, pakai baju, lepas tu lengah-lengah masuk dalam interview room. Bukan. This preparation is lebih kurang 75% to 80% of the success daripada interview. Bukan menjawab soalan. Menjawab soalan itu cuma 20-25% of the requirement untuk di-invite untuk dapat kerja. So the preparation is of paling penting. Okay, kenapa? Sebab usually bila you dapat interview, invitation to interview, you already almost get there. Tinggal nak jawab soalan dah cukup. Tetapi the preparation, okay, apabila anda apply, ini kesalahan candidate. Hantar application, lepas tu apabila dia di-invite ke interview, tak tahu, okay, I'm gonna go for interview. Tapi bila ditanya tak tahu apa. Sedangkan benda paling penting yang dibuat adalah apabila kita apply for a position, you have to keep the job advertisement. Bukan hantar dan lupa. Hantar dan lupa itu salah besar. Kenapa? Sebab dalam job advertisement itu adalah jawapan, adalah soalan bocor, ada jawapan dalam tu. So contohnya anda di-invite ke interview seorang marketing executive. Dalam iklan tersebut dia ada cakap, okay, requirement untuk marketing executive pernah membuat calling, ada 3 tahun experience dalam negotiation, ada experience dalam membuat quotation untuk customer, ada experience untuk menjaga akaun-akaun besar company, sekurang-kurangnya 50,000 satu akaun. So itu adalah soalan yang akan ditanya dalam interview. So you have to keep all the job advertisement when applying for job, especially students. You're just starting your career, so please, this is a huge way to help you answer question before they ask. Sebelum ditanya dah dapat jawapan dah. Okay, this is the way. This is the biggest tip of the day. Berdua, dah ada tu baru kita boleh study. Sebab kalau kita tak study, you will not know, tak tahu apa skill yang diperlukan, apakah requirement yang diperlukan. So apabila dah ada job application tu, kita kena you have to investigate dari itu berapa skill yang diperlukan. Tak semestinya mereka memerlukan 10 skill, anda ada 10 skill. Tidak. Biasanya anda akan satu company ni dia akan tengok roughly 60-70% of the skill dah boleh invite ke interview. So kalau tak ada, okay, ada 10 skill diperlukan, 3 skill atau 4 skill tak ada, tidak ada masalah. You have the 6 skill required. Kalau anda ada 6 skill yang required, mereka akan panggil interview. So apabila anda dipanggil ke interview, tengok balik job application, daripada 10 tu apa yang anda ada dan fokus on your strength. Contohnya tadi marketing eksekutif. Dia dia pernah membuat cold calling, dia pernah membuat quotation, dia pernah negotiate, dia ada jaga account, tetapi dia tidak pernah jaga foreign account, contoh macam tu. So apabila dalam interview tu dia akan cakap tentang the relevant skills, strength yang dia sudah ada, tetapi you can address. Beliau boleh address, oh, walaupun saya tidak ada experience dalam managing foreign accounts, I am currently taking some foreign classes like Mandarin classes, Japanese classes, and also Korean classes to help me, membantu saya dalam berkomunikasi dengan foreigners secara lebih berkesan, secara lebih efektif. So this will help me, ini akan membantu saya dalam proses negosiasi, proses berhubung, proses berkomunikasi dengan foreign clients. So this will be your strength. Sebab sebelum anda address, sebelum anda ditanya what are your weakness, anda sudah menjawab, anda sudah memberi jawapan keluar. Walaupun saya tidak ada experience, ini adalah langkah yang saya ambil untuk mengatasi kelemahan saya. So it shows proactiveness in a candidate. Proactiveness ni benda yang tak ramai majikan recruiter sebut, tetapi it is one of the highly required soft skill. Tak perlu diajar, pandai mencari. Tak perlu disuruh, sudah membuat kerja. It is a very highly desirable quality. Okay. Nombor 2, list down relevant requirement. Requirement ini berbeza daripada relevant skill. Dari maksud, okay, skill adalah hard skill yang kamu perlukan tadi. Requirement adalah contohnya sekurang-kurangnya 1 tahun experience, mempunyai degree, mempunyai have a good soft skill, have negotiation skill. Itu adalah requirement. So biasanya akan ada 2 bahagian dalam iklan, relevant skills and requirement. So if you can address kedua-duanya sekali, you talk about your strength and address your weakness. Apa yang saya tidak ada dalam job application tu, saya telah mengambil langkah untuk mengatasi. Okay. Number 2, draft answer to common ataupun standard questions. Jangan apabila datang ke tempat interview tu, tell me about yourself. My name is Jimmy. My father name is John. My mother name is Jessica. I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. I like to eat, my favorite food is cheesecake. That is very far. That is why candidate tak hilang attention interviewer dari minit pertama, dari soalan pertama. Kegagalan untuk menyediakan jawapan yang standard. Jawapan yang sudahlah salah, jawab pun tergugup-gugup. So you don't win attention there. You tidak menunjukkan bahawa anda lebih baik daripada calon lain. Okay, so you have to go. Okay, senang, very easy. Now very easy. Google what are the common interview questions. Biasa akan keluar 5, 10, 20 senarai soalan. Now cari jawapan. These are the standard question, and you can even search specific answers for specific industry. Contohnya untuk electric and electronic engineering, apakah jawapan dia? Apakah untuk sales dalam oil and gas, specific sales engineer in oil and gas, apakah standard jawapan? You can have that. Tidak ada masalah sekarang. Tetapi masalah kandidat adalah jawab sesuka hati, tidak mempunyai draft jawapan sebelum masuk interview. Okay, and interview is not an exam. You can have your answers. Dah tulis jawapan atas kertas, bawa kertas, tulis dalam buku, bawa buku masuk interview. Bila dia tanya, buka. Maaf ya, I don't have a good memory, but I have a very good system. I have all the answers here. I just need to refer them. I cannot have everything. I'm not that good in memorizing. Tidak ada masalah. It is not an exam. Okay? And benda paling penting adalah apabila sudah ada standard answer, ada senarai soalan dan standard answer, draft answers, is to practice. Sebab dari praktis tersebutlah akan mengurangkan kegugupan, mengurangkan you losing the train of thought, mengurangkan okay, you have to practice this. Tak kiralah anda dah dapat offer letter, you please continue to practice because this is a lifelong requirement. You candidate yang stay dalam satu company seumur hidup is very low in private sector. It's less than 1%. The norm is to jump. Kenapa kandidat melompat antara syarikat adalah number one, salary. You want to stay at that salary forever or you want to have more salary. The 99% of candidate yang lompat adalah because salary, benefit, they want career development. I think 3 weeks ago saya buat satu poll di LinkedIn. Kenapa anda hendak menukar kerja? The top 2 answer is number 1, not enough salary. Number 2, no career development. Yang lain tu tidak berapa penting. So only these 2. You want career development, you want big salary, you have no other choices in private except to jump companies. And that is why it is rampant now. Very, it doesn't mean that a good company, dia bagi good salary. Perhaps the good company is the environment is good, but the opportunity to grow is quite low. And then you go to the very, very high performing company. Oh, cantik, benefit dia kau. Allowance ini ada, benefit itu ada, keluarga semua kena medical, dari nenek sampai jiran kena cover medical, but toxic. So that is why people jump. They will jump until they find a place yang suitable dengan mereka. So how you want to jump is to practice all these answers all the time. Bukan dah, oh yes, saya dah dapat offer letter. Forget, hilang jawapan tu dari otak. No, you continue to apply until you have find a place that you can relax with. You can grow. Benda ketiga is to prepare document. Okay, saya bagi contoh untuk 3 sini. Small medium companies, multinational companies, and government. So around more than half, majority of the candidate, kalau dia target to work in private sector, akan bermula daripada small and medium company. Sangat jarang, only high performing candidate yang habis belajar masuk Shell, masuk Petronas. Yeah, I'm not saying no, but a huge majority akan bermula dari SME. Cuma yang for flatters akan masuk big companies. So untuk small and medium companies, these are the minimum requirement, minimum document that you need to prepare, yang perlu disediakan. Nombor 1, invitation letter ataupun email. Jangan tak print, jangan simpan dalam phone. Sebab nak phone nanti nak tunjuk, okay, Pak Gad tu akan pegang, nak bawa pergi office tu nak tengok, oh okay, approval kena sign chop. You just prepare, just print out perhaps 1 or 2 copies, invitation letter cukup. supaya melancarkan proses anda dari register Pak Gad pergi masuk office, register office, baru mau pergi tunggu kepada masuk bilik interview, and tengah hujan lagi. It helps a lot. Okay, sebab dah sampai tu dah anxiety dah tinggi. So nak prepare benda lain tu, you cannot focus. You want you to have enough time to calm down and focus on answering question. Okay. Nombor 2, resume ataupun CV sekurang-kurangnya 3 set. And biasa kalau di invite ke interview, you will have the opportunity to talk. So boleh tanya dulu. Kalau dia tak cakap berapa nama, oh you bawa sajalah. So you bawa sekurang-kurangnya 3 set kalau dia tak bagi tahu. Okay, this is for small medium companies. And sometimes the small medium companies ni akan meminta transcript. So you have to ask upfront. Kalau dia tak bagi tahu, ini minimum. Ini minimum. Okay, sometimes mereka akan minta, okay, transcript university kadang-kadang ada minta sampai SPM. So you have to bring. So the best way is, kalau tak tahu, tanya mereka. Kalau dia tak bagi tahu, ini minimum. Next one, multinational companies. You have to prepare a lot more. Sebab mereka memerlukan banyak data untuk proceed. Okay, dia scanning of candidates are more stringent. Lebih strict banding SME. Okay. So number 1, invitation letter. Number 2, resume. Number 3, original transcript. Lepas tu juga copy transcript. Lepas tu copy of IC dan sijil lahir hanya kalau mereka beritahu awal. Okay, you need to bring this too. Sebab some of the multinational companies need to do background check. Mana tahulah anda ada rekod jenayah, so they will not consider. Okay, or some have challenges in ada hutang bank yang terlampau, so it will affect the application. It will affect the application. Okay, so if they request, kena bawa. Now, government paling senang sebab mereka akan telefon dan hantar email. Dalam email tu akan disenaraikan dengan lengkap apa yang perlu dibawa. Kenapa saya tak letak sini? Sebab lain agensi, lain jabatan, lain kementerian, different requirement, and even berbeza di antara kerajaan negeri. Kerajaan negeri Sabah, Kerajaan Sarawak, Kerajaan Johor berbeza requirement. So it's very good sebab semua kerajaan, agensi kerajaan, jabatan kementerian, mereka akan hantar arahan yang terperinci, very detailed instruction. You just follow it. That's the best. Okay. Now, for physical preparation, ada juga 2 jenis interview. Now, sebelum COVID, of course, it's all face to face. But now, post COVID, very easy, very good. Ada 2 option, also virtual. So now, untuk face to face interview, please plan your route. Because tak kira beberapa banyak kali saya advise candidate, masih ada candidate yang lewat sampai sebab mereka terlampau confident. For example, oh, this is I'm in Kluang, I'm Johor, I've born here, I know how the cuaca, traffic, pukul berapa, saya tahu semua. Pok, sampai masa interview 15 minit lambat. Terpaksa tukar urutan interview dengan candidate lain. It leaves a very bad impression. So what you need to do, saya advise, and I have seen very high quality candidate yang datang 1 hari awal. 1 hari awal, sudah datang 1 hari awal, dia minta jumpa dengan orang yang akan dia interview. Very extremely proactive. And this is a way untuk mereka break the ice sebelum interview. This is very effective. Okay, mereka akan kadang-kadang akan pergi guard, boleh tak saya jumpa dengan ni? Sebenarnya saya ada interview dengan mereka besok, tetapi saya cuma nak I want to say my gratitude sebab invite saya pergi interview. Dah jumpa, okay, dia benarkan jumpa, okay, masuk. Terima kasih interview. May I know a little bit how is the interview going to be tomorrow, and who are siapakah yang akan bersama anda dalam interview ini. Now you can ask for additional info. Okay, so orang yang proaktif you will get a lot of advantages. Itu sebab pepatah orang putih kata the early bird gets the worm. You do buat benda ekstra lebih daripada orang lain, you will get better chances. And on the day itself, pada hari tersebut, interview tersebut, cuba sampai 30 minit awal. Sebab bangunan mungkin sebelah-sebelah. Banyak kandidat macam tu. Tingkat yang salah. Bilik yang salah. Kena turun parking lot ini bukan parking lot yang betul. You kena pergi parking lot sebelah. Lepas tu ambil jejantas. Now you wasted 30 minutes and you are already late. Okay? And confirms. Kenapa pergi awal? Is that you one day early is that you already confirm that place, bangunan yang betul, tingkat yang betul, bilik yang betul. So dari parking lot sampai ke bilik tu daripada 15 minit kalau sesat 5 minit je. You have time to calm down. Dan prepare baju. Kenapa prepare baju? Sebab saya pernah interview budak banyak kali, bukan sekali dua, lebih kurang 7, 8, 9 kali. Yang masuk bilik interview dengan basah kuyup. Hujan tadi, saya naik motosikal. Okay, now you have to live. It's not a bad thing, but some companies takes it very seriously, especially multinational company. So, selain daripada dokumen yang bawa tu, bawa lagi baju ekstra. Please bring extra set, and dokumen tu jangan letak macam tu saja dalam beg, letak dalam plastik, protect it. You look very professional, you look very prepared. Bukan datang interview bawa beg, sebelah tangan bawa Starbucks. That leaves a very bad impression. Very bad. Sebab your priority is a drink, not your presentation, not your interview. A lot of very senior, matured, high quality HR, mereka tengok semua benda ni dari 5 minit pertama anda masuk, they already have a picture about who you are. Bagaimana anda cakap, how respectful are you. Okay. Nombor 5. Ingat, interview adalah two-way communication. It's a two-way communication. Bukan anda menjawab soalan saja seperti exam. Sekali lagi, bukan exam. It is a communication. Mereka menjawab, bertanya, anda menjawab. Anda bertanya, mereka menjawab. Okay, selain daripada mereka interview belajar apakah yang anda dapat candidate offer, candidate pun mesti tanya employer, interviewer, apa yang mereka boleh offer. Tak tanya soalan inilah cabaran yang paling besar untuk mengetahui bahawa adakah employer tersebut okay ataupun red flag. Red flag maksudnya dangerous lah. Masuk tu pandai-pandai, tahan-tahan lah. Tengok berapa lama lah boleh tahan. So, a very effective way to identify what kind of employer, how good they are, what kind of culture, apakah bagaimanakah mereka operate in the company, is asking simple question. Lagi satu, tak perlu ingat semua soalan ini. Soalan lepas ni, kalau saya tunjuk soalan nanti, you can capture screen, tulis dalam buku and bring it to the interview. Do you have, sampai habis dia tanya, dia akan tanya, do you have any question? Yes, I have some question. Buka buku, buka kertas tadi. Okay, tanya, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Supaya anda dapat tahu adakah company ini suits you tak? Sesuai tak dengan anda? Okay. Tidak bertanya soalan, ini akan menyebabkan, Mr. Jim, saya lapor diri minggu lepas, nyesal lah, tak ngam lah, tak sesuai dengan saya, tak sesuai. So, it will lead to resignation. Okay. Now, ada beberapa kategori soalan yang perlu ditanya. The first category is technical questions. Ini adalah supaya anda mempunyai idea yang lebih baik tentang skop tugas anda, job scope. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to have? Soalan pertama, what are you looking for in a candidate? Kenapa nak tanya ini? Sebab dari soalan yang kita, dari jawapan yang anda bagi tadi semasa dia interview, mungkin ada persoalan lagi dalam minda interviewer tu. Sebenarnya ni untuk Ali ni okey, cuma saya ada beberapa benda lah untuk marketing eksekutif tu kan. He's supposed to be able to speak in at least 3 language lah, English, BM and since we have a lot of
Teacher
client
apa tu maksud
Korea.
you? SKM not.
Maaf ya, boleh mute supaya tak mengganggu sesi. Terima kasih. Okay, contoh tadi kan, kita banyak, we have a lot of clients daripada Korea. So, another requirement adalah bercakap Korea. Tapi dalam masa menjawab soalan tadi, kita tak, Ali tak berbincang tentang kebolehan bercakap Korea. Okay, baru cakap, masa dia, Ali tanya ni, what are you looking for in the candidate? Oh, actually we're looking for candidate yang boleh berbahasa asing. Ali cakap, oh sebenarnya saya pandai cakap Japanese and also Korean because yeah, I studied that in university and memang saya minat tengok cerita Korea, jatuh cinta, benda-benda Blackpink. Okay. That is very good. Anda dah menjawab keraguan interviewer. Now you have lower your risk and increase your saham. Lepas tu yang kedua, do you have any concern on my skill? Dia cakap spesifik ni, do you have any concern on my skills ataupun experience? Actually, we're looking for someone who have also experience dalam, selain daripada marketing, we need also accounting juga. Oh, actually, I do took a few accounting subjects and also in my masa buat, how to say, extracurricular activities, I was the AJK Bendahari. Wow, you see, you already answered question. Menjawab persoalan yang dalam minda interviewer. Kadang-kadang dia tak bagi tahu. So you have to correct apakah yang mereka ragu-ragu dengan anda. Okay? Try to read, try to take out apakah keraguan dalam minda interviewer. This is how you do it. Nombor 3 adalah tanya what is the biggest challenge in this position? Oh, sebenarnya challenge ni dia it's not written. It's not written in the advertisement. Usually, this marketing executive, they need to open new accounts. Sekurang-kurangnya 2 akaun baru dalam 1 bulan. We don't advertise lah. We takut candidate tidak berapa. Oh, actually, when I work with Maxis last time, I open 2 new accounts weekly. Wow, 2 new accounts weekly. That means 8 new accounts lah. Yes, 8 new accounts. Oh, okay, that's great. Selagi anda dapat mencungkil apakah keraguan dalam minda interviewer, that is where you lower your risk and increase your saham. Semakin tinggi saham, semakin baik, your offer will be better. The probability to get your offer will be better. What is the company's culture? Di sini baru kita mula cakap tentang kesesuaian culture of that company and yourself. What is the working time? Overtime expected, how frequent is urgent. Baru kita dapat tengok, working time 8 sampai 5. Kalau lunch you buat kerja, okay, boleh balik 4.30. Oh, that's good. Overtime expected, ya roughly 2-3 hari dalam seminggu. If that is acceptable, biasanya untuk new recent graduate yang baru-baru habis, it is okay. Tapi untuk yang season punya, dah ada keluarga, so overtime okay but not as frequent lah, perhaps 1 atau 2 kali sebulan, tak ada masalah. Tapi kalau 2-3 hari seminggu, that is where, ni tak dapat terima. Okay, so now you have a better picture. Boleh terima atau tak? Now you have the information for you to accept or not. How would you describe the management value? Sebab kita nak tahu bagaimana, apakah priority company. The management really focus on efficiency. Maksudnya benda kena cepat, tak boleh membazir. The manager focus on growth. Maksudnya everything focus on sales. The management focus on operations. Operation means it has to be lean. Proses tak boleh terlampau banyak wastage. That is where you try to understand bahawa sebenarnya saya ni seorang yang lebih kepada sales. So now you can go for the company that focus on growth because you focus on sales, you focus on marketing. That is where your strength is. Now, what are the prospect of growth and advancement? Yang ini penting untuk SME. Sebab tidak semua small and medium company mampu untuk memberi growth and advancement. Tidak semua company mampu memberi kenaikan gaji. So, kalau kenaikan gaji itu penting untuk anda dan mereka tidak mampu memberi, takkan nak masuk dulu, oh tak ada kenaikan gaji kan. Oh, uncle tu dah 8 tahun dekat sini, 8 tahun juga gaji yang sama. If you cannot accept that, jangan join company tersebut. If you can accept that, tak apalah saya belajar 2-3 tahun dulu. So kamu masuk, kamu tidak menyesal. Okay? What is the company's plan for the future? Oh, kadang-kadang dia cakap, oh, company plan is to, since the market is too bad now, we just want to survive. Kalau dia cakap macam tu, don't think of growth, don't think of career advancement. Tak ada benda lagi sebab semua nak hidup je. Kalau dia cakap company, oh, we're trying to open additional a few branches here. We're currently based in Johor, but we want to go to Melaka and perhaps going to Pahang a little bit. So, are you okay with this? Kalau cakap macam tu, that means marketing, you have to travel. You have to open new market at these two new places, Melaka dengan Pahang. If you are okay with that, okay, go on. So, it depends on what is your priority and what information yang anda dapat cungkil. Beginilah anda dapat much more information. Oh, this saya boleh terima ini, oh, this is a deal breaker. Contohnya saya tak boleh travel keluar Johor sebab I have to take care of my parents. So, that is where you make the decision early. Bukan nak masuk, lama nak travel pergi Melaka, nak travel pergi Pahang, siapa nak hantar bapak pergi hospital? That is where you have trouble. So, you avoid mengelakkan semua masalah ini dari awal sebelum sign surat tawaran lagi. Now, second type of question, perhaps yang paling tinggi lah kepentingannya. Abaikan perkataan yang A tu, tapi this is how to know if a company or a boss is a good or a bad one. First thing first, kenapa jawatan ini kosong? Mana mamat yang duduk kat jawatan ni dulu pergi? Kenapa dia pergi? So that is why, kalau orang lain tak dapat tahan, apa yang membuatkan anda memikirkan yang anda boleh tahan di position itu? If that place dari technical question ni tadi pun dah tengok, oh macam banyak je dia punya job scope, macam tipu je dia punya job advertisement tu, dekat sini baru tanya. Oh, he got a better opportunity ataupun dia ada family problem. Tapi actually the answer is not that important. Apa yang anda perlu fokuskan adalah bagaimana mereka menjawab dan air muka jawapan tersebut. Sebab kalau dia cakap dengan confident, oh yes, it's highly believable lah. Contoh, yeah, he has a family problem. Unfortunately, he have to resign. He have to return back to his kampung. His mother is not so well, so he's taking time off. Yes, confident. The probability of the answer to be correct is high. Tapi kalau dia cakap jawab macam ni, dia dapat kerja lain lah, kan? Dia dapat kerja lain. Okay, what's your next question? That's a huge red flag for me. Kenapa dia macam takut nak bagi tahu? It's a huge red flag. So what makes you think that you can stand working in that place apabila terbukti orang lain tidak dapat tahan kerja dekat situ? Lainlah kalau, oh, this is a new position that we're opening because we're trying to expand our company. We're trying to going into Melaka market. We're trying to penetrate Penang market. So we open this new position. There is actually someone else there, so that if you have any question, you can ask him. You have a high confidence level joining the company. Okay. Now, kita nak tengok sama ada mereka ni bertanggungjawab atau tak. They look after the employees or not. So, what do you provide your employees for them to develop yourself? Because I remember you mentioned that the company is planning to grow. So, with growth comes challenges. For example, a company needs to empower their employee with more skill to take on more responsibilities. Do you provide any trainings for them? Example, oh yeah, we do provide training. May I know what kind of training, if you may share? Oh yeah, for sales staff, we send them for negotiation training, ini training. Sometimes for accounting staff, we ask them if they have any software that they think is better, it can improve efficiency, reduce error, reduce risk. We'll engage with them. Oh, that's great. Tapi kalau cakap, oh yeah, we're going growth, but I remember you mentioned about the company is growing, right? Do you give them any tools? Oh, yes, we give laptop. Laptop tu bare minimum. Laptop tu kadang-kadang dia bagi tak ada Microsoft Word, pakai WPS. I'm not saying WPS is wrong, but that's bare minimum. And kalau company growing, you just give, that's not actually tool, that is equipment. Tool adalah contohnya software yang baik, you give them training. If they don't give that, cuma bagi, macam bagi calculator, you kena, I have to do accounting, bagi calculator. That is not the way to look after a company. So when you join that, you will get the same treatment. Adakah anda dapat hidup dalam, can you accept that? If you can accept that, perhaps masuk dalam accounting, bagi calculator cukup, pen, paper cukup, laptop, and you have to do all the accounting by yourself. That's not a good way to treat a candidate, an employee. When an employee fails, bila dia buat masalah, what do you do? Oh, we got intervention. Okay, may I know what kind of intervention? Oh, okay. Ini kita buat, kita cari apa yang dia buat. So, jawapan dia biasakan dua. Sama ada mereka pinpoint kesalahan ataupun, oh, we understand that employee, everyone does mistakes. So, we will engage them and we will try to work out a process where we avoid this mistake in the future. That is what we want to hear, bukan pinpoint masalah. Pinpoint masalah tidak menjawab soalan, it doesn't avoid the mistake to be prevented in the future. Kesalahan tersebut akan berulang sebab tidak ada proses untuk menangani, menjawab masalah tersebut. So you want to join a company that prepares for that have a way forward, that bukan menghukum tetapi mencari jalan keluar. How did you manage COVID? We have to let go of your stuff. Perhaps that's good, but not all the time. Not all the time. Sebab kalau if that's the only answer that they give, we have to let go. It shows that they have very short, tidak mempunyai banyak ruang untuk negotiate. Doesn't really care about what actually will happen to the employee. So yeah, we let go what to do. Everybody also let go. But kalau dia menjawab, it is with a hard decision that we have to let go, because we cannot live anymore. We really cannot live. I really regret the day I have to let go. The way that they answer, the sincerity that they're willing to look after you, that's what we want. So kita luangkan 40 lebih jam dalam seminggu in a workplace that doesn't care about you, or meluangkan 40 jam dalam seminggu dalam syarikat yang really cares about you. Which one you want? Okay. Now the thing that you want to know about pemikiran interviewer tersebut, soalan terakhir. If there's one thing that you can change about this company, what would that be? Kenapa soalan ini penting? Ini menunjukkan apakah kelemahan company tersebut di mata interviewer, di mata manager tersebut. Contohlah dia cakap, I think I would like to change how we actually work, because I'd like to go home to see my children early sometimes. It shows that the company works late frequently. Read between the lines and try to dig up. Tak payah nak fikir soalan. Soalan ini saya dah design, tanya saja, dengar apa jawapan. Sama ada jawapan tersebut anda boleh terima atau tidak. Everything you have to note. Because at the end of the day, apabila anda dapat surat tawaran, you open your note bag, okay, these are all the red flags. Saya dapat terima atau tak? Kalau tak dapat terima, why you want to join? Why you want to write? Why you want to sign the surat tawaran? Okay, preparation. Ini adalah kategori soalan terakhir, administrative, very administrative. You just ask semua, apakah langkah seterusnya? Adakah ada second, third, fourth level interview? Biasanya berapa lama kan saya dapat update? Seminggu, 2 minggu? Ataupun boleh tak saya pergi, kalau boleh tak saya assume dalam masa sebulan tak dapat reply, saya boleh move on forward. Kalau saya perlu update, who can I contact tu? Oh, Cik Siti yang contact. Saya invite saya data meeting, boleh tak saya contact dia balik? Like that. If offered the position, berapa lama Encik perlukan saya untuk join? Because currently I'm still working with my company. Notice period is 2 months. So is that acceptable if you want? It's okay. We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. Macam tu. Okay, so that you have you tell them what are your limitation, they can work on it. Okay, bukan terkejut. Oh, sepatutnya kita nak you join dalam masa seminggu tapi your notice 3 bulan. It's a problem. Okay. Now, preparation, you need, especially untuk multinational companies, you need to do comprehensive research. You have to be macam stalker lah. Apa yang anda perlu cari ni 4 benda. Company background, latest news, top management siapa, dan paling penting, background of interviewers. Macam mana saya tahu siapa yang datang interview saya? Dalam email jemputan biasanya akan sisi kepada beberapa orang lain. Sangat tinggi kemungkinan those are the people who will interview you. So, what you need to do, cari background diorang. Sama ada diorang, what you need to do is determine sama ada mereka datang dari operation ataupun management. Sebab jawapan untuk operation adalah berbeza untuk jawapan untuk management. I'll explain shortly. Now, untuk small and medium companies, SME, kebanyakan mereka tidak mempunyai online presence. Tetapi some ada company website. Tak ada company website, tak ada masalah. Cari social media. Some they have Facebook, Instagram profile, LinkedIn profile. That's great. So LinkedIn, some of the companies tag there, link there. Oh ni yang akan interview saya. Oh, okay, ni dia punya position. This is the experience or this is the skill. Now, next thing is pergi sites macam Glassdoor, Indeed, sometimes Google review pun dia ada bagi company reviews. That is, it's not crucial but it gives you more information. Kadang-kadang review dalam Glassdoor is very comprehensive. Glassdoor is mostly for F&B industry, hotel, tourism, dia akan banyak pergi Glassdoor. Indeed usually administration, Google semua lah. Yang penting dia ada tag dekat maps tu, dia akan ada review. Okay. The fourth tips is tanya. Perhaps you have connection, you have friends, you have lecturers, you have families yang bekerja mungkin ada kaitan dengan SME tersebut, tanya mereka bagaimana tu. And the easiest thing is press release. Press release, Google je nama company itu, syarikat ABC Sendirian Berhad, klik tab news. Dia akan keluar. Okay. So those are the things that you can cari and you can bring up during interviews. For example, kalau press release dia cakap tentang growth and tetapi dalam interview dia cakap tentang stability, you want to just maintain our status quo. I remember you dalam news yang I baca, I think 2 weeks ago, you're talking about growth, but what is the company direction? Status quo, you want to maintain, you want to survive. Can you elaborate on that? That is where you have more information to proceed. Jangan buat terkejut. Ni hari tu cakap status quo, lepas tu news cakap tu mana satu yang direction betul. Tengok 3 bulan lepas join tu company lingkup. Okay, get more information. Example of attires, just to explain to you guys, because I still receive bila orang datang interview kan, kadang I think few years before I joined this recent company, masih datang interview pakai selipar, jeans, round neck, baju lengan pendek. That's wrong. Sebab apabila buka dia punya transcript for flat students, that's not good. This is at least how you should attend interview. Bagi lelaki, if you're working in corporate side, at least use a necktie. If you're working for engineering, perhaps semi-casual, but you can ask upfront sebelum pergi interview what kind of attire they're looking at. Pakaian bagaimana yang mereka dapat terima ataupun bagaimana yang mereka expect you to wear. Okay, of course baju kurung for wanita you can never go wrong with that lah. And pakai blazer, it looks very slick, very professional. Okay, now we go to the part where you actually go for that interview. Okay, first entering the interview room. This is for physical interview. Read, smile, hand over the documents kalau dia minta. Kalau tak, just sit down respectfully. Usually SME, small medium company, dia akan terus bawa dalam bilik satu meja. You will sit opposite daripada panel of interviews. Kalau SME paling banyak 4-5 orang. Kalau huge, kalau multinational companies, sometimes very scary. Saya berapa kali pergi interview, I still find it scary for multinational company. Dia letak dekat kerusi dekat ujung bilik sana, jauh betul, 20-30 langkah baru sampai. Lepas tu panel tu sebelah sini. Kalau Japanese punya company, dia akan ramai panel, 8, 9, 10. Kalau multinational company yang bukan Japanese, yang either American ataupun Korean, dia akan letak dalam paling banyak 3. Lepas tu kerusi saja, tak ada meja, so you don't have place to put your notes, your empty papers. Pegang je, tak ada masalah. And you have to follow the flow with interviewer. Some oil and gas companies, they are even more stringent. Dia akan membuka begini. Welcome Mr. Ali, have a seat. This interview, please just elaborate. There will be no facial communication. Awal-awal dia dah bagi tahu tak boleh tengok muka. Habislah cerita. Tu lagilah anda nervous. But try to calm yourself down. Try to use a lot of body language. Try to use of hand gesture. Because I myself experienced apabila mereka bercakap begitu, mereka menutup pintu komunikasi, visual communication. It doesn't mean that it's closed forever. You can try to open it slowly, but then you have to learn to use your body language. Pakai tangan anda, macam mana anda elaborate, how you try to attract the attention a little bit. Okay, but the most important thing is take note of the facial features. How do they actually look at you? Adakah mereka dalam keadaan muka ragu-ragu ataupun yes, confident with you, ataupun impressive, ataupun there's something that they would like to know more. So start with light topics. Kita kena break the ice dulu. Cuaca recently is quite good. I like to go to the beach with my friends. How are you? Location to the office, traffic. Just talk about light things until mereka cakap, okay, can we start? Then you start seriously. Okay, and if you're nervous, just beritahu, I'm actually nervous, so minta maaf kalau saya jawab tergugup. It's okay. They will also try to calm you down. Okay, it's okay, tak ada masalah, relax, tak ada masalah. You just we also last time interview juga, so it's a win-win situation. They will be relaxed, you will also be relaxed. Tetapi kalau dia cakap, okay, please proceed, that means they're a little bit rigid. If you can accept rigid, maksudnya skema lah, tak ada ruang nak bergurau. If you can accept that working environment, you can proceed with the interview. Kalau tak, and you try to, okay, mungkin kalau macam ni susah lah, jadi bos saya susah lah, tak boleh gurau-gurau. You take the information. It doesn't mean that tak boleh terima langsung. Tapi kalau anda boleh terima, bekerja dalam keadaan begitu, proceed. Menjawab soalan interview, siapa nama anda? Nama saya Jimmy. That is not the important thing. The important thing, benda yang paling penting apabila menjawab soalan interview adalah structure. Sebentar. Maksud saya structure adalah bagaimana anda menjawab soalan. Bukan contoh soalan, Anda pernah tak menjual pensel, uh, pernah tak menjual equipment, contohnya equipment ni mesin ini kepada klien? Tidak. You kill the conversation there, ataupun ya, komunikasi tersebut masih mati di sana. So there is no information. Cuba jawab menggunakan framework SOAR: situation, obstacle, action, result. I have this experience one time. It was not particularly with this machine, but it was machine B. Similar, just a different nature of operation. Machine A that you're currently selling is for for usage on land, but machine B that I had experience was using in the sea. There was one time there were a few companies that were looking for this sort of machine, machine B's cousin. It can work on sea, but at a very short time. So what we have is current this machine B. So when they come and they explain, I immediately know that what they want is sea. But the way that they describe it, it is totally machine B. So when I fully understand what they want, when they have explained everything, I told them the situation. I asked more about how did they use it, what do they want to get out. So after elaborating more, I showed them. I give a presentation about our solution. I did not mention about machine B. I told them our solution, our proposal. The obstacles was that our machine, we don't have machine C, we have machine B. So my action was, I asked them to elaborate more on the result that they want, because I know machine B can give better result. So when they elaborate the result that they want, I told them machine B, we have a better option because machine B can do more than the result. In the end, the result of our negotiation is that they bought 2 machine B. Tengok, cara jawapan dia perlu ada flow, perlu ada situasi, apakah cabaran anda, apakah yang anda lakukan untuk mengatasi cabaran tersebut, dan apakah result. If you cerita sampai, machine B very good, I never sell machine A, but I always sell machine B. I sell machine B. Jawapan, I sell 3 machine B last year. Jawapan tersebut tidak mempunyai additional information. Apakah situasi yang anda ada, apakah cabaran yang anda hadapi, apakah tindakan, action yang anda buat, dan apakah result, apakah jawapan, apakah hasil daripada all that situation. Apakah hasil kejadian, tidak ada. So when you tell a story flow, bagus, cantik, it has jalan cerita dan senang difahami, dapat dapat lihat bahawa anda telah melalui situasi tersebut, anda mempunyai pengalaman mengatasi masalah, mempunyai pengalaman dalam mendapat jawapan yang baik, a very good result. Despite anda tak pernah menjual mesin A, you will get the offer, because it is the most important thing. How you differentiate, how employer recruiting differentiate the quality of candidates is in the ability to answer. How they answer, bukan ya, tidak, tetapi bagaimana anda menghuraikan, menggunakan flow, menggunakan cara yang baik. So, presentation is important. Jika anda gagap, tidak pernah membuat presentation semasa interview, minta maaf, interview session will be extremely challenging. If you okay with doing presentations semasa group work, semasa university, I always do that. It will be very easy for you to talk, but to structure your answer, that is what you need to do. That's the next step. Cakap senang, tapi when you structure and use your presentation skill, you'll be a top candidate. Okay? Now let's move on. I will only talk about 3 questions. 4, 5. Okay, 5 questions if we have. I'll try if we have time. Sebenarnya soalan interview banyak, but these are the most critical, most common one. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself. Ni soalan kalau tak ditanya, I think you can retract your application because they're not a real company. First, you have to divide your answers in two parts. Part A, Part B. Part A is telling siapakah Anda, apakah yang Anda buat. Part B, apakah relevant skill, pencapaian dan apakah yang Anda dapat offer referring back to the job description. Okay, you have to elaborate your specific skill, you have to elaborate on your achievement, and you have to memorize the job description. It's mesti nak example. Kalau susah. Part A. Good afternoon, Miss Interviewer. Thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Angel. I'm a quantity surveyor, graduated from UTM Skudai at 3 years experience, 1 consulting and 2 years developer. Number 2, I'm skilled. Part B ya. Part B ingat ada 3 bahagian. I'm skilled in preparing ini cost estimate ini. I've obtained this skill melalui involvement dalam berapa projects. This is the companies that I've worked in, 17 private, 10 government link. So if you're from a university, you just graduated, good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Interviewer. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is John. I'm a recent graduate in marketing, and throughout my 3 or 4 years, I've done this. I've joined this club, I've done this marketing, and these are the assignments that I've done. I'm skilled in preparing quotation. I'm skilled in negotiating with clients. I'm skilled in negotiating logistics operation. Okay, mari kita tengok contoh part 2. Part 2, I have prepared estimated untuk standard deviation company. Okay, di sini dia punya pencapaian untuk QS lah. Kalau untuk candidate yang baru habis belajar, I have sold this much shirt when we need to fundraise. I have organized 3-4 events for running, and the result was that this one. I have participated in a lot of technical talks. Participate dalam participation only has value apabila dia ada transfer of knowledge. If you participate in jogging ataupun marathon, there is no transfer of knowledge. Participating in a trip, going to lawatan sambil belajar ke museum, if you have some knowledge transfer yang berkaitan dengan marketing, by all means talk about it. Kalau tidak, jangan. I have created this website for our previous event, and this website managed to attract our KPI was to attract at least 5,000 visitors a day. But after I designed it, I liaised with this website design, graphic design, and also sales department, AJK sales. We managed to increase our traffic daripada 5,000 ke 15,000. That's an achievement. Ingat participate bukan achievement. Participation is not an achievement unless they have knowledge transfer. Okay. Last but not least, apabila you cakap tentang job description, I remember that you mentioned in the job description that you require someone with good communication skills, specifically in Korean. Then you start talking in Korean. 안녕하세요. This is what I can speak in Korean. Okay. This is because I'm very I really like Korean K-pop. I've been to a Blackpink concert a few times, and I've spoken with them fluently, and this is how I speak. Now you're talking about how relevant you are to the job that they offer. That is what they want to know. Bukan I have 3 brothers. I have 2 cats. My hobby is cycling. That is not about tell us about yourself. You talk as long as the information is relevant with the job application. That is your answer. Selagi dia tidak relevant dengan job application, jangan sebut. That is useless information. Okay. Second question. Please elaborate on your experience and what are your strengths. Now, It doesn't mean that you are freshly graduate, you don't have experience. Mesti ada sekurang-kurangnya latihan industri. Okay, practicum. Elaborate on this. So this is an example. Elaborate positively on the responsibility that you held when you were on latihan industri, and relate it to the position that you're applying. Mesti relevant. Keyword information mesti lengkap dan relevant. So example, untuk sales executive, I will ensure that I fully understand the customer's need before providing them option and proposing the best solution. I do this to ensure that the customer will fully understand the terms and the condition and also feel satisfied with Maxis product. Oh, maksudnya dia ni sales, dia pernah buat latihan industri sales dengan Maxis. This is the answer. Doesn't mean that you have no experience. Tak pernah, saya baru converse malam, tak ada experience. No, you have latihan industry experience. When you organize events, so this is where you have to be very, very active when you're in university. Bukan I pergi kelas, I belajar, I balik, tidur, makan, bangun pagi, pergi kelas lagi. No, attend event. You have to organize events, my dear friends. Okay. Soalan ketiga, why do you want to work here? This is an example for legal professional. Now you have to elaborate on your interest. Kenapa nak kerja? Sebab nak bagi tahu yang bahawa anda ada minat untuk bekerja dengan company. Specifically, mana minat tersebut? Contohnya dekat sini, I am very impressed with the reputation of the firm and the commitment to excellence in legal service. The firm, I know, I always see, if we talk about NCR, native customary right ataupun native land, this firm is very, very strong on this kind of cases. And actually, I have very strong link because tanah datuk saya dulu hampir kena ambil orang tu, tapi the other firm tu datang and he helped my grandfather and he managed to retain, and that is why I have this very strong interest, minat yang dalam betul dalam spesifik dalam kes-kes berkenaan tentang tanah contohnya. And it shows that you are genuinely attracted to that position and you have stronger reasons daripada kandidat lainnya. Saya pandai membuat ni, saya pandai membuat ni, saya pandai membuat ni. Itu sebab saya nak bekerja dekat sini. So you have no emotional attachment towards the work. Kenapa kandidat employer dengan recruiter tengok emotional attachment? It is because they want to reduce the risk of early resignation, specifically dengan young graduates, yang recent graduates. Sebab graduate ni they go interview dekat company ni macam pergi tengok wayang, very frequent. So if they know that the candidate is really is good and sincere, memang minat dia dekat situ, the possibility for them to choose that, to select the candidate to kerja dekat company, especially medium, bukan small lah, medium companies, is very, very high. So dia tahu, okay, selain pada benefit, kita dah bagi benefit bagus, salary bagus, apa lagi yang dia nak? Oh, dia memang minat kerja dekat sini. So possibility untuk resign turun rendah, they will hire you. Lower risk. Sebab to hire a candidate takes time and money. Okay, so recruiter, the company also needs to protect the investment. Investment means apa yang skill yang mereka ajar anda. Pas ajar anda, tiba-tiba anda resign, buka company baru, become competitor. They don't want that. Okay, the fourth question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Ini example untuk administration executive. How you answer this and why this question is asked is sebab interviewer nak tengok career goal anda. Adakah dia bersesuaian? Contohnya, I want to be a assistant manager at least in 3 years and manager admin in at least 5 years. Kalau dalam syarikat tersebut dia memang dah ada uncle yang nak retire, that means you are an opportunity for them to replace. Tak perlu lagi hire orang lain. You can climb up the ladder. So jawapan that you can take, an example here lah, contoh lah, I see myself continuing to develop my skills and expertise in admin taking more responsibility lah with time. Bukan tiba-tiba masuk terus dapat company responsibility besar. I'm just a recent graduate. More responsibility within this company. In 5 years, I hope to gain experience and managing larger team. I hope to have contribute a lot, and at the same time being given more opportunity, more responsibility. Ultimately, I want to see myself working in a leadership role and help the company to drive result. Ini jawapan yang power. Why? Number one, you say you want to grow. You say specifically you want to manage a complex project, and then you want to take leadership skill. That means they see you as someone that will become one of the leader in the company. This is very powerful. Okay? Ini soalan paling banyak kandidat tanya saya di semua sesi-sesi. Bagaimana how to answer this question. Saya nak gaji 10,000, macam mana nak? Tapi saya punya current salary ni tak cukup. Macam mana saya nak dapat gaji yang besar? Lagipun semua dia minta awal. Dia minta saya punya information, current salary, expected salary. Tak dapatlah saya minta besar. Nanti tak dapat dia orang tak panggil saya, dia orang tak bagi saya. So this question usually come at the end of the process. Now, how you want to have a good offer is that, number one, you have to highlight your qualification and skills, what you can offer them, and always be open to negotiation. Jangan mati. If you negotiate, I'm sorry, this is the lowest I can go. Nampak satu desperation. Number dua, if you're not willing to negotiate, apalagi in the future, they will look at that. Or in the future, nak negotiate, nak bagi responsibility lebih sikit ni susah ni, tak dapat ni. So how you can answer is this. Based on my research and experience, I would expect a salary range of X to Y for this position. So before you say this, you have to do your research. Bukan experience. If you're young, if you have a few years experience, you boleh cakap you based on your experience. But if you're young, you just graduated, based on my research. So when you talk about research, you have to be specific. Bukan dari, okay, based on my research, 3,500. Tak. You have to mention, okay, based on the salary report from Hayes, Michael Page, Perso Kelly, Randstad, and I cannot remember another. Okay, this 4 is enough. For Malaysia in year 2022, year 2023, this is the salary package for this position, specifically this position for 0 years experience. So I would look something like this, slightly higher, because I have my qualification and I also have my skills. These are proven skills and qualifications that I have. However, I'm open to discussing specific compensation package. So ingat, salary compensation bukan hanya dekat gaji sahaja. Some company they give you average salary. However, dia kau dekat allowance, bonus, benefits. So you have to talk about the entire benefit package, bukan gaji, tengok gaji saja. Okay, you have to take a lot of information, and I believe that my skill, my qualification, what I've previously done during my study, combined with my enthusiasm for this role, makes me a strong fit for this position and justify the range that I have provided. Okay, so the first thing, you have to cari salary report consultant, Michael Page, Randstad, Hayes, Perso Kelly. These are among 4 sahaja. There are a lot of else. Even JobStreet have salary report, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, JobStreet pun ada juga. So you have to base on that. Which industry, which position, berapa banyak experience, berapa lama experience. So that is your benchmark. Bukan 3,500 lah, 3,500. 3,500. Oh, tinggi sangat 2,300 boleh tak? You see how far it is 3,500 to 2003. It shows that you don't have a grasp, you don't have a knowledge tentang how good, what is the range, what is the supposed range untuk salary. So bila anda nampak tak ada ilmu tu untuk dimanipulate, for you to be manipulated is very very easy. Okay, especially untuk senior recruiter, they can read you very easy and they know how to address. So you have to be very very knowledgeable. Ini semua takkan diajar dalam university. Thank you Perkeso and My Future Jobs for this. This is where I can share all this knowledge. Okay. Last but not least, jangan terlampau argumentative. Remember, interview is a conversation. You have to be diplomatic. You have to be open to ideas. Lebih-lebih lagi, anda yang baru graduate, you don't have much experience, you don't have much skill. Thank you for your opinion. This is something new for me. Thank you for sharing it. I will incorporate this in my future thinking, in my future decision making. I really appreciate this. Thank you very much. That is how they want to see someone that is willing to be mold, yang sanggup diajar, ditunjuk. Apabila diberitahu cara ni, dia akan buat, dia akan belajar, dia akan they will follow, they will grow. Bukan tak ini salah. I have one candidate previously. I will remember this candidate forever and ever. I dah buat. She came to me to ask me, help me, minta bantuan, ambil servis saya untuk buat resume dia. I have done my best based on candidate punya level, which is very new. Baru 3 bulan kerja pun tak tahan. And she came back, saya dah buat tu, I've given everything, tunggu time, dia reply pun 2-3 minggu lepas saya bagi reply, 2-3 minggu baru reply. Horrible attitude. Not long after that, I think 2 months after I've given everything to her, datang balik and tembak saya. Hey, your resume is wrong. I've gone to this free review diorang dari industri. They say your resume is wrong. I've justified everything. Sebab setiap benda yang saya buat untuk resume candidate, even font, even color, even size, even margin, semua saya buat. Saya study, saya bekerja dengan seorang psikologis dan saya bekerja dengan seorang graphic designer. Setiap perkataan yang saya letak dalam resume is designed by purpose. Kalau saya letak perkataan tersebut, that means it does not help. It helps you daripada tidak letak. So apabila saya justify, saya offer even offer a free session consultation, bagaimana, kenapa saya buat, teach her. This candidate keep on attacking me. So dari sesi tersebut, I immediately discuss with our psychologist. Our psychologists have 14 years experience. This is a narcissistic personality where a very young candidate does not take advice from someone who have been in the industry and someone who is at the same time a career consultant and also a psychologist, total years experience 26. Dia tak terima, tetapi dia terima free review yang I know they're from the industry, but I've been in the industry also with 10 companies, 6 different working industries: oil and gas, construction, electronic manufacturing. So what I'm trying to say is, sometimes it is not how you apply, but sometimes it is the candidate's fault itself. So what you need to do to address this is that when you are in the presence of someone who is very senior, who is from the industry, who has lived 13-14 lebih dari 10 tahun, berbanding dengan seorang yang kandidat yang kerja 3 bulan tak tahan, you have to listen to people who are professional, who are experienced. Mereka dah makan garam. So this challenge is a huge thing even until now, because when the company accepts new candidates, new fresh graduate, mostly it's not about their background, but it's about their attitude. So this is why companies screening, it becomes very, very stringent because of this kind of candidate. They don't want to risk accepting terrible candidate. Okay, what I'm doing here is membantu candidate yang actually very, very good but doesn't have much confidence. They don't know how to wear. So when you come in interview and you become very argumentative, I'm right, you're wrong. As a fresh graduate, all doors are closed for you. Okay, you have to remember that Anda dibayar sebenarnya untuk fresh graduate in the minds of recruiter and employer. You are paid to learn, to do work and to learn, bukan lead. Leader cuma come perhaps around 5, 6, 7 years experience and above. That is where leader come. Then you can advise, then you can argue because you have gone through things. Apabila Anda less than 6 months experience, you have gone through nothing. Okay, now here's a special tip. Create a short presentation singkat je, tentang apakah pencapaian Anda, apakah skill yang Anda, apakah experience, pengalaman yang Anda ada. So what you need to do is tunjukkan bukti. Inilah pencapaian saya. This is the system that I created. Short presentation. Tak ada slide, tak ada apa nama tu, projector, no screen, no laptop. Print A4, tak ada masalah. Bind it in a book. Okay, these are actually my achievement. This is the total number of, this is the machine B that I sold to the client. Lagi. This is machine B to client number 2. This is 5 units of machine B is sold to client number 3. Actually, they want to buy 3, but I managed to negotiate lah. They need more actually, 5. Okay, these are the skill that I have. Okay, this was me giving a presentation on our proposal to client ini. This is me giving presentation semasa third year, second year kepada pensyarah, and we got a best presentation award. And this is my experience lah. I've organized these few programs. This program I was as AJK Bendahari for first year, buka lagi. Ni program saya AJK pengangkutan. Yang penting relevan dengan position that you apply. Ni AJK, yang ini saya adalah Timbalan Pengerusi Sales untuk program tahun ketiga, where we actually achieve our target is RM20,000, but we achieve RM25,000, 5,000 extra. So all this profit we got, we donate to all the rumah kanak-kanak. This is how you show evidence. Tidak disuruh pun, but when you take the proactive step, when you have done more than other candidate, you will get better chances. Ingat a few more slides. Ingat interview, selain daripada yang dah predetermined punya lah, orang yang lain pakai kabel, orang yang dah dapat masuk pakai kabel, tak kira tu. Yang ni adalah interview yang on level field. Semua candidate sama. The only reason anda dipanggil pergi interview adalah nak tengok kandidat mana yang lebih sesuai berbanding kandidat yang lain. Tu je. Lebih sesuai, lebih baik, lebih low risk, lebih high possibility untuk perform. Tu je. Yang mana lebih baik? Kandidat A, B, C, D ataupun E. Tu je. So if we can show that anda dapat buktikan daripada semua aspek yang mereka lihat, yang penting, anda lebih baik daripada kandidat yang lain, you will get the job. Okay. Now, being professional, bukan lepas interview lupa. You have to follow up. Okay. Thank you. Terima kasih ya. Is it done? Do you have any more questions for me, Mr. Interviewer? Okay, tak ada lagi. Terima kasih. Terima kasih ya. Saya nak ucapkan betul-betul terima kasih atas peluang yang diberi panggil saya interview. Saya harap saya akan dapat kita akan dapat bekerjasama lagi di masa depan. Lepas 1 minggu, update. Sebab tadi dah tahu kan siapa yang nak who to contact with. Okay, lepas tu kalau dapat jawab, congratulations. Betul, tahniah. Tapi kalau tak dapat jawab, macam mana jadi top candidate? All say thank you, okay? Please just say thank you very much. Tak ada masa. I'm disappointed, but I understand. But I still want to say thank you very much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. If there are any suitable position in the future, please consider me. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Mr. Interviewer. Thank you for taking the time to interview me also. Very professional walaupun kena reject. Kenapa penting? Sebab banyak cases dalam pengalaman saya, the first candidate dia reject sebab dapat better offer. Second candidate top yang akan diberi sebab takkan nak restart the whole interview process lagi kan. So dia dah ada calon. So even if you're not the best, kalau anda second ataupun third, you will still get the offer. And it has happened many times. We'd like to extend to you, Alia, our offer. Previously, we apologize for telling you that you did not get it. I would like to extend you the offer. Actually, what happened if you might not, if I may ask? The first choice that declined. Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity. That is how you get the job walaupun anda kena decline. So maintain your professionalism. Bukan tak dapat ya, tutup. That's not the way, bro. That's not the way. Okay. Saya akan stop dulu share sini. And give me 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes saya kena download dahulu ya. Saya kena download resume yang dah hantar dengan saya tadi. Okay, let's take 3 minutes off.
Okay.
Hello everyone. So while the team breaks, the Jimmy is checking. I do hope that if you guys have questions, please just put in the chat box. And the question that has been sent in the chat box, I will read it after once Mr. Jimmy has answered. All right.
Okey, sekejap. Okey, takkan dia mesti pakai. So, hilangkan ni. Lock balik. Saya nak lock balik.
Before apa nama?
Saya akan sambung sebentar. Saya masih belajar menggunakan Teams ni. So bear with me. Okay. Dapat nampak tak? Nisha Dewi Asai Tambi punya resume. Dapat nampak tak? Okay, thank you Afika. Thank you for answering. Okay, by the way, I can't help also. Yang this one is I only pick randomly. I just click and download. Okay, for this one, this is great. Gambar okay, untuk gambar lebih kurang 3-4 inches above your head, bahu, shoulder, semua mesti masuk. Bukan leher ke atas je, macam kena pancung. Don't delete your background. You show something at the back. It shows that you are in your element. Audit assistant, that's good. This is good. You letak title bawah, your phone number, email, but you have to put location. And location bukan full address. Kluang Johor, Miri Sarawak, Kota Kinabalu Sabah, that's enough. And the next thing, kalau nak buat ATS compliant, you kena letak mobile number, bukan icon mobile. Lepas tu email address kena type kat situ. Lepas tu location, sebab when you put it into the ATS system, this ATS system doesn't recognize icon as icon ini adalah mobile telefon, ini adalah info, lepas tu adalah nombor telefon. Tak. So that's the best way. The next thing, profile and inspect restrictive. Okay. Untuk profile, don't talk about what you want, inspire ataupun trustworthy, working as ni tak. Untuk profile, you can actually refresh it into summary. Lepas tu summary ni ada 3 ayat. Satu, ayat pertama adalah who you are. Contohnya, audit assistant, 6 month experience, graduated bila. Ayat kedua adalah apakah skill yang relevan. Contohnya, accounting, finance, audit. These are relevant skills. Nombor 3, apakah pencapaian anda? Untuk fresh graduate, I achieve 3.9 pointer untuk accounting, 3.8 pointer untuk finance, and kalau you take audit ataupun you have experience 6 month experience in audit, then you talk about it. And don't talk about, jangan cakap tentang saya nak jadi seorang ini, saya nak jadi, because employer don't care what you want to become. They only care what you can offer. Okay. The next thing, education. Kalau CGPA bukan first class, saya advise untuk remove, because it's very common. Second upper is very common. Okay. Second thing, work experience. This is good. This is good. This is very good. Okay. Kenapa? This is hard skill. Reconcile, review audit, complete audit paper, strong client focus. This is very good. And you talk about result, achievement. This is impressive. Leadership activities. Okay. Certificate skills. Okay. What I want to talk here is the advice ini adalah skill adalah section kedua. Lepas skill, then you talk about your certification. Lepas certification, you talk about work experience. Lepas work experience, leadership activity, baru education. Not to say education is not important, but it's the last thing the professional environment look at. Okay, I know recent graduate, you're very proud of that, but skill, lepas tu, lepas summary, skill. And skill, jangan quantify dalam advanced, intermediate. You have to quantify in years. Communication berapa tahun? If you start really doing communication skill daripada first year, you start doing presentation, you do utilize program, then you take daripada first year, 3 tahun degree, 3 tahun experience, teamwork. Okay, this is soft skill is good. Soft skill you don't have to quantify in years. What you need to quantify is this. These are skills, hard skill. Reconcile, record. These are the skill yang ada high value. These are technical skill. Review audit. Completed audit paper. daripada audit assistant untuk first experience, you have three technical skills, three professional skills. Okay, soft skill, okay, you don't have to quantify soft skill. Technical skill, ini bukan technical skill, ini adalah software skill. And software skill you quantify pakai tahun. Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, please remove it. No, everyone knows how to use this. My primary one kid know how to use Word, so it's not an advantage compared to other candidate. Tapi Sage UBS payroll is an advantage. Okay, sebab dia unique software. So you quantify it in, even though it's only 6 months, you letak sana 6 months. It's 6 months experience on Sage UBS compare dengan orang yang tak ada experience Sage UBS is huge. Okay, language no problem. Okay, that's all. Good job, Nisha Dewi. This is strong. This is strong. Just you rearrange balik your flow and you enhance your summary. Jangan pakai profile, pakai perkataan summary. That will be great.
Sir,
Yes.
saya nak tanya yang profile tadi tu, kalau saya dalam resume kita, kalau tak perlu taruh pun tak apa ke?
Okay, since you ask kat sini, it will be advantage kalau ada. Kenapa? Sebab itu adalah section pertama yang employer akan baca. So kalau section profile tu dekat summary tu, you dah bagi tahu, okay, saya ada relevant skill ini, saya ada pencapaian yang relevant ini. Apakah alasan dia tak baca your content? Ingat tak orang selalu cakap recruiter cuma ada 30 saat, 10 saat. So that is where they will start. Itulah section pertama. So kalau section pertama pun you tak letak, lepas tu dia kena baca isi yang panjang tu. Itu menjadi, it's not a good thing for you. Okay, menjadi kekurangan untuk anda. So that is why your section summary section tu mesti power. Pakai 3 ayat cukup tapi information mesti relevant. After this, semua question type dulu . Saya teruskan dengan review session ni dulu. Okay, untuk Vinagam, okay. Vin, I call you Vin. Okay, Vin, you have to put picture. Personal info ni address jangan letak full, nanti kena scam. Kajang Selangor cukup, email good. LinkedIn profile jangan type macam ni. You have to pakai QR code. Okay, you imagine this is very long . V Y N Y A backspace double A G backspace single G. So belum sampai 79A335 tu, it will be haywire. Pakai QR code, scan terus buka. Summary good, you need to pakai use my format just now. Three sentences enough. Detail, result oriented cannot be proven on paper. Remove that. It has to be facts. Okay. Oh, okay. This guy is 16 years experience. So okay. Now you have to, okay, for 16 years experience, how are you going to justify using only 3 page? Saya ada 14 tahun experience and my CV is 12 page long. It is different with fresh graduate. Fresh graduate, I understand. Everyone understand that you can maximum letak 2. But if you're even more than 6 years, you can have less than 5 page long. This is great. This is hard skills, but quantify them in years. Because just mentioning ability to collect and analyze information, this is soft skill. Problem solver, real-time decision maker, soft skill. Stakeholder management, professional, hard skill. Quantify berapa tahun you have. Project management, berapa tahun you have. Advanced user for dialysis system aspect means nothing. Just put the aspect berapa tahun experience. That's what's important. Okay. Now you have to separate your skills daripada software, soft skill, and hard skill, professional skill. When you categorize this, tampak that you actually know what you're talking about and you quantify them in how many years. This is good. Now, the last one, 16 years banking knowledge, but you don't do this. You letak fraud, 16 years experience. Credit card, 16 years experience. Customer service, 16 years experience. When you do this, nampak macam, oh, you have 1 experience. Sedangkan you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 experience, 6 hard skills. Okay, now as I mentioned before, working experience is not the most important thing. You letak skill, you quantify your skill, you talk about your skill. That's the first thing, because nak tengok match your profile with the advertisement atau tak. Your profile with advertisement. Kalau jayus, baru dia baca your experience. The next thing is that, oh, this is great, this is great. Vin, this is great. You have award recognition. Selepas your skill, letak award recognition. And lepas award recognition, letak training certificate. Lepas tu baru letak experience. It is that it tak ada beza if you want to put two column, tu nak baca kiri kanan ataupun you want to put. It doesn't make from my experience, dia tak banyak beza pun. Bukan oh pakai 2 column 50% better chances. Kalau pakai 1 column je 20%. No, it doesn't matter. And a good company, they will look through all this formatting. They only want to see content. Your content is, let me see the content first. Yeah, your content is good. Your content is good. Language, jangan pakai star. Kalau SPM dia ada lembaga peperiksaan. Kalau star siapa bagi, we can, it is hard to justify that who gives this star. And then lepas tu kalau download daripada buka dia punya SPM or SPM result, BM C, English B. How you justify your 5 star? So don't use untuk language. You can use this one, advanced, intermediate, basic. Ini pembaris. This is the ruler for language. Academic qualification, no problem. Reference, okay. Aside from what I comment just now, you have great profile. But your picture kena letak. Okay, if you apply dekat Europe or US, okay, no picture. But our Asian market, we still require it. And it will become a strong evidence during interview. Okay, now I hope you're a young one, because this one is daripada Uni KL punya. Saya harap Nur Aini recent graduate. Oh yeah, recent graduate 2020, January 2023. So like baru 1 bulan konvo lah. Okay, let's see ya. Tengok dari atas. Before I proceed, reference, please don't include them. I did not comment because the first 2 candidate tadi letak upon request, which is very correct, it's true. Jangan letak your reference. Please remove reference. You only letak available upon request. You protect your reference. Jangan bagi semua orang telefon dia. Okay. Nur Ain binti Taufik. Bachelor is good. Okay, like I mentioned just now, you have to put mobile phone, email address, and also location. Kenapa location? Sebab kalau you apply dekat Johor, you diam dekat KL, orang Johor fikir dia ni diam dekat mana. Kalau kita panggil interview, boleh tak datang esok. Okay, so it helps in the administration. Objective buang, rephrase it into summary. Pakai 3 ayat yang saya ajar tadi. Education, tolong letak kat bawah. Talk about your skills. Apa skill yang relevan, refer kepada job advertisement. Okay, now we talk about advertisement, education, buat simple ya. Okay, your current CGPA is 3.6. This is great. First to 6 years. Okay, related coursework you can remove. Sebab related coursework you discuss masa interview, bukan dekat sini. Because roughly chemical engineering, the industry knows what it does already lah. Most of them kalau chemical engineering punya manager, dia tahu apa yang belajar. Don't have to tell them. Cambridge level technology. KBBs. I'm not familiar with this. Oh, okay. You're from Sabah. Okay, now your working experience, operational department trainee, Aspara resources, executed. Okay, the difference between ayat yang Nur Ain pakai dengan ayat Vin pakai adalah ayat Vin pakai focus on achievement. Even the candidate yang awal tadi pun it focus on achievement. Whereas Nur Ain punya ayat dia focus on responsibility. The challenge is that when you are at the younger level, early level, 3 tahun experience ke bawah atau fresh graduate, when you use this tone of achievement, it is not suitable sebab you are it is too young for you to achieve anything in the eyes of in employer dengan recruiter. But when you talk about pakai tone ini, this is a better tone, more suitable for for entry level, for young graduates. Sebab, oh, I've done this. Ini adalah kerja saya, ini kerja. But when you come to level macam Vin tadi, whereas dia ada 16 tahun experience, talk about achievement, that's correct. So the first candidate tadi, I apologize, I did not comment on that. You try to use your wording yang lebih kepada responsibility. Okay, marketing assistant. Okay, this is only relevant if these two point berkaitan dengan job that you apply. Kalau tidak, you can remove it. Working experience, any information you letak dalam resume or CV, it has to be relevant. It doesn't mean that you have it, you have to put it inside. Kalau dia tak relevant, dia akan membazir ruang. Okay. Relevant past key project. Oh, this is great. Oh, okay, this is great. This is great, relevant experience. Okay, ingat, participation. Kalau participate ni tak ada knowledge transfer, don't include GLS, GSGD. Okay, another thing about short forms, kalau dalam resume, CV, please use full because not everybody understand what is GLS, SGDS. Committee return to the root. Okay, this committee, be specific what kind of committee. Sebab ada beza between head program committee, leading committee, chairman, pengerusi dengan HK makanan. Relevant skill, Microsoft Office, I think you should remove it lah because everybody knows how to use that. But simulation software, engineering drawing, this is very strong information for you. But then quantify dalam tahun, Aspen Plus, how many years experience, Aspen HYSYS, berapa tahun experience, MATLAB, AutoCAD 3D, that's good. Language, Malay, native speaker, English, professional, oh, that's okay. You don't have to use advanced, intermediate, basic. Interest, remove. Interest, you talk about, this is professional interest. You talk about professional interest semasa interview, bukan dalam resume. Another thing that you can add to improve your resume is that relevant skill dalam iklan tu, you cari a few iklans, you cari a few advertisement, and across these few advertisement akan nampak pattern. Oh, rupanya design engineering ini ada dekat 5-6 iklan. Oh, rupanya health service, health safety ini ada dekat beberapa iklan. So now you can see pattern tersebut adalah industry specific skill. Maksudnya you mau apply dalam industri jawatan tersebut, these are the minimum professional skill yang anda ada. So if you have you buat macam tu, you can include that. Dari beberapa iklan tersebut jumpa 8. Contohlah jumpa 8 professional skill, but you only have 4. Tak ada masalah, letak saja. Okay, and then you talk about what experience you have. Because remember, the first thing recruiter, employer see ataupun evaluate is the skill. Sama ada you have what they want or not. Okay. That's all for resume review. I'll continue to questions. Okay. Saya akan mula dari one. So, okay. Thank you. Okay, the first question, Nur and Nisa. Mr. Jimmy, I wonder how to reduce the tense during interview. Oh, this is a very good question. I've been to many interview. I interview myself and also saya di interview. So one way is that if it is already very tense, stop talking for a while. Even if they're looking at you, expecting you, take a short breath. Can I have a few 10 seconds to collect my thoughts? This is quite heavy subject, so I hate to wake you to waste your time if I couldn't give a satisfactory answer. I hope you understand. Stop for a while, tengok luar, tengok kiri kanan. Oh, today is a very good weather. How do you, what would you, I usually like to ride bicycles during this weather. You try to open a small topic, a light topic. Okay. Kalau if they go on with you, oh yes. Actually, we're at level 5 here, so the view is quite nice compared to. But if you go to level 15, you don't see much already. Everything become too small. So when you tarik the attention daripada interview tu sebentar, you will calm yourself. You try to put. Tetapi kalau the interviewer doesn't allow that, they want to focus on that. So that is where anda berfikir, adakah ini environment yang saya nak kerja? Okay, now you have more information to proceed. Okay, the next one. A few questions for me. Okay. Is it ethical to meet up interviewer prior to session like day one before? It is not only ethical, it shows that you are proactive. How to boost fresh graduate profile during interview, which most of them may have limited skill and experience. Talk about what relevant experience you have done semasa university. So that is why it's very important for you to get involved in university and find relevant experience and a relevant position, relevant task. You have to live life by design. For example, or dari first year anda memang nak target jadi engineering, let's say civil engineer. Let's say that, for example. So you attend all forum pasal civil engineer. You kalau ada lawatan sambil belajar, you attend on that. Kalau semasa latihan industri, you go to a civil engineer firm. Okay, that is living life by design. So everything that you do, every activity that you do berkaitan dengan civil engineering. Sama juga when you going on marketing. Okay, dari first year you attend semua, you organize semua program yang ada kaitan dengan marketing. Ataupun kalau masuk whatever marketing, you do masuk AJK marketing. Whatever program masuk AJK marketing, sales AJK jualan. So that is how you have design relevant experience walaupun anda belum lagi bekerja. So during interview you can say, oh, I've been involved with organizing or selling 5 programs. Over these 5 programs, saya AJK jualan. So for the first, second, third program, our target was 10,000, but we always achieve the first one 12,000, 13, and 12. So this is you're talking about achievement now. So this is how you relate what skill, that experience that you have. So kalau anda masih muda, second year, third year, belum lagi tamat, this is how you can increase your chances significantly walaupun belum ada experience. What is the best possible way to ask salary offered for the job if such information is not available beforehand? Thank you, Mr. Interviewer, for the opportunity. May I know habis semua, if they open tentang salary ni, what is your expected salary, baru you talk about. May I know the range of this position? Most of the time they will not share. So may I know your expected salary? So that is where the your research come into. Okay, based on this salary report, this is my expected salary, because this is benchmark on fresh graduate, zero experience. Among industry, this is the salary. However, based on my qualification, I got first class, and also the skills that I have, is how many programs that I've attended, and I've achieved all the sales quota, sales target. This is my expected salary. Okay, itu bukan soalan. Will be given based on, okay. Hi organizer, sorry for asking, would you have a copy? No, I won't get it. So you can, kalau you have the opportunity to capture screen tadi. How to get salary report? Very easy. You cari je, for example, salary report Michael Page 2022, kan keluar link. So sometimes you have to isi borang, you give information, then you can download. That's very, very easy. Pesokeli, Randstad, Hayes, Michael Page, Job Street. The interviewer said will give result 1 or 2 weeks time. So should I follow up within 1 week? Yeah, 1 week. Walaupun dia cakap 1 month, follow up within 1 week, tak ada masalah. 3 time follow up, no result, move on. May I get soft copy now? If we get a few job offer at the same time, how to decline the other job offer that we don't want? Very easy. Get pakai email. Everything is email. Thank you very much for the opportunity for interviewing, and I really appreciate the job offer. However, I have chose to move in another direction. Thank you very much once again. I hope we have the opportunity to work together in the future. Thank you very much. Bye. May I know your point of view for companies that reject candidate who declare their health condition that requires monthly checkup? Because I have been rejected from quite a lot of companies because I declared my mental illness. Okay, when you declare your mental illness, you don't have to, you cannot do just, I have mental illness. No, you have to explain, I have mental illness and these are the steps that I have taken to address it. And this is my progress. Dulu macam ni, now I'm here. And based on the discussion, my monthly visit with my secretary, my condition have been significantly improved, and we may not need a session in the future, in the near future. But if you do not explain like that, it is understandable why they're rejected. However, if you have already explained like that, tetapi masih lagi di-reject, so you know that the company is not a company you want to be with. It's a win-win situation. If I don't have prior experience in that particular position, how can I explain to the interviewer why do I choose the position? Then you talk about your interests. It doesn't mean that you don't have experience, especially for the young candidates. If you don't have experience, that's not the end of the world. But you have to talk about your interest and bukan interest saja cukup, and what did you do based on your interest. Or for example, I'm very interested with chemical engineering. So what you do with your interest? You just minat macam tu je, macam minat Blackpink, ataupun oh, I studied this, I do this, I attend this forum, I took these advanced classes. That is minat yang sejati. Minat with action. Okay. Can you and also okay. If the company offer job that lower than we apply, do we need to accept or decline? If you're desperate, if you really need money to put money on the table, accept. At the same time, jangan berhenti cari kerja. Continue your work. Continue cari kerja sampai, and continue to attend interview sampai you find a good company. A company that cukup makan. Even you imagine orang yang 16 tahun masih mencari syarikat. What more to say, you're young graduate. You have to look at it as paling lama 2 tahun satu tempat. If not, it is very challenging for you to grow. And rasa gaji sedap. If they don't give feedback after following up, what should I do? Move on. Can write the list of arrangement. I already explained this now. Do I need to include unrelated? Of course, don't include unrelated experience in your resume. That is a waste of time, a waste of space, and you confuse your employer in future. Your future employer and the recruiter. Kenapa? Cakaplah, let's say example, you're applying for a chemical engineering position. You have a lot of experience, barista, cashier, apa lagi, janitor. How is this position relevant to the position that you apply for? Kalau dia relevant, no problem. Kalau tak, kalau dia ada transferable skills, no problem. Kalau dia setakat, oh sebab saya dah kerja, it has no weightage. It doesn't help your application. Jangan letak. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. I try to pakai 3 minit. I answer as much question as I can. Okay, on experience, if I only have part-timer, is it fine to put in? As long as it is relevant. Kalau tak relevant, if you part-time as a clerk dalam engineering company and you're applying for an engineering position, yes, you can add. Sebab dia relevant. Can I put resume about participation in organization? For example, member of professional. If you are a member of professional organization, for example, Mensa, board of QS, Board of Engineering Malaysia, doktor, arkitek, itu kena letak because it helps your application. It proves that you are from the industry. Tapi kalau member contohnya, member silat gayung kampung baru, doesn't help your application, so don't include that. Okay, most resume I found do have references. What happened if I do not put them? If you, okay, for example, you're fresh graduate, you're applying, sending at least 100 application in a month. Itu minimum if you're a graduate. If you're doing less than 100 a month, you don't expect to have a good interview invite. Okay, minimum 100. You send to 100, let's say you're shortlisted for 20. Lepas tu dari 20 tu, they will not call you first, they will call you reference. Daripada 20 company yang call reference, the first 5 okay. And you may remember, this company, they don't care day or night, hujung minggu ataupun hari kerja. You imagine your reference tengah spend time with their family, call. First 2-3 times okay. Second 4th time, they won't. Do you think they will give you good reference? Lepas tu kali ke-6 ke-7, do you think they will answer the phone? You don't protect them, they will be bombarded by unwanted calls. When you letak available upon request, what you do is that they will call you. Oh, Nur Ain, I need a reference. So can you give me? Okay, number one, you ada advantage. You tahu siapa yang interested. Or company ABC, DEF yang interested. So number two, you call you check with your reference. When are you available? When they are available, okay, pukul hari Jumaat pukul 1:30 sampai pukul 2. Dalam masa setengah jam ni je yang boleh call. So she will be prepared, she will give you the best reference. Bukan tengah suap anak kena call, can I have reference for Vin? No, they don't do that. You protect your reference. Doesn't mean orang lain buat salah, you kena ikut buat salah juga. That's why you have to refer with professionals like us. What would be minimum pledge and maximum pledge for resume? Okay, I don't use for resume for, it is for years of experience. 3 years and below, lebih kurang 2 cukup. 1 or 2 enough. 3 is too much. But when you are more than 5-6 years experience, like for example, Vin and I, there shouldn't be any limit. Macam mana nak letak experience, achievement, skill, semua total project Vin 16 tahun, letak dalam 3 page. It's ridiculous. And that is how you determine good company, bad company. Bad company dia takkan baca pun, tapi good company dia baca semua. What kind of font of resume and size? It depends. Susah nak cakap, but a safe bet. Century Gothic, Tahoma, Arial, roughly size 11 to 10.5 to 12.5 range. It depends on the content juga. Kalau 10.5 ada lebih, you besarkan sikit supaya nampak page penuh. What to put in summary? I missed the part just now. Untuk summary, 3 ayat je. Who you are in very simple form. Number 2, what are your relevant skills? Number 3, what are your relevant achievement? Alamat yang perlu letak dalam resume, alamat tetap ke alamat terkini ataupun macam mana? That is your current location. Kalau asal daripada Johor, sekarang menetap dekat KL, letak je KL. Jangan letak nombor flat, kondominium, no, only Kuala Lumpur cukup. Is it okay if we use or look a bit nota kecil during interview because memorize point? Of course. That is how great candidates go to interview. Bukan, interview is not an exam. It shows that, number one, it shows that you come prepared. Compared to other candidate yang bawa Starbucks masuk. Letak apa dekat reference tadi? Letak available upon request. Hello, so it's proper to use Canva. Don't use Canva. Please don't use Canva. Okay, this is a technical answer to that. Some recruiter employer, dia nak soft copy dalam Word. So when you have Canva, first, and Word you can save in your handphone, you can submit anyway. If you have Canva, and you submit in Canva format, I have a lot of recruiter friends who complain that I cannot read, I cannot upload, I don't have these apps. So you put them in a difficult position. Don't use Canva, WPS or Word, that's all. I no position to put in license example CIDB. Kalau your license is CIDB, just put the your membership number, itu cukup. How to mention the papers published in any candidate or a CV, all papers list or okay. Oh, by the way, I'm not a professor. If you want to, okay, this I think you're talking about an education industry. Kalau you're talking about education industry, you want to list everything. You have to use a CV. CV means curriculum vitae. Beza CV dengan resume. Resume paling banyak 3, maximum 3. Tu dah tu pun dah recruiter dah koyak. Tapi CV you have to give complete history dari SPM punya info. Lepas tu you can letak attachment. That's the difference, the main difference dengan resume between CV. CV boleh letak attachment, which means attachment A, list of publication. And you have to do a lot kalau education, list of publication, list of seminar attended, list of talk given. Lepas tu Scopus punya index, all those index things. So you have to put those. Education untuk saya pernah buat CV untuk satu profesor, young professor, dia baru kena promote, I think around 16 or 17 pages sebab dia punya publication banyak. So it doesn't justify you pakai 2-3 page saja. Resume perlu dibuat menggunakan platform apa untuk dia lebih profesional? Not the platform is not important. It's the way how you use. Saya menggunakan WPS sahaja. If you have Microsoft Word, by all means use. What if I intend to apply for admin position but my academic background is in science? Doesn't matter what relevant skill that you have, what transferable skill yang anda ada dalam background science yang boleh ditransfer ke dalam admin position. For example, perhaps you have attended management punya courses, perhaps you ada ambil mathematics achievement. Itu saja. Kalau dapat interview online, memandangkan saya seorang okey, boleh kami minta untuk face to face untuk berikan kira wajikan sebab beza tidak upaya. This I'm not sure about this, but okay, let's imagine you're in the position of the employer. Dia cakap dia okay you, tapi dia nak datang sini, betul ke? So convincing them is not important. What you need to do is that you highlight your relevant skill. Don't focus on your condition. I understand what your concern here. I have I think 2-3 orang candidate OKU. What ada yang tak boleh dengar. So yang tak boleh dengar tu tak boleh virtual lah. They need to be face to face. That one understandable. But if you're physically disabled and it is a challenge for you to travel, online is not a problem. What they need, tujuan interview bukan nak tengok keupayaan ataupun ketidakupayaan diri, tapi are you relevant for the position?
Tapi kalau kalau pekerjaan tu melibatkan pergerakan lah apa benda, sebab saya takut nanti diorang cakap untuk naik tangga lah, turun tangga, tapi takut nanti diorang tak boleh macam tak berkeyakinan dengan saya lah, takut macam tu. Mostly bila waktu saya intern dulu, saya akan ditanya macam tu lah, boleh naik tangga ke turun tangga? Saya cakap boleh. Tapi diorang tak berkeyakinan. Macam mana?
Now you look into, sekarang anda lihat kepada apakah concern, apakah yang priority syarikat tersebut. Adakah kebajikan ataupun your performance? Now they're talking about can you actually perform. If you really can perform membuat kerja tersebut without affecting your condition, tanpa mengira keadaan fizikal anda, so mereka punya concern tidak lagi valid. So it is actually a win-win position. You're avoiding, anda sedang mengelak company yang not that concern tentang kebajikan diri anda sendiri. They're concerned about anda boleh perform atau tidak. So wait until you find a company that really appreciate that you can buat kerja. Bukan, oh dia OKU, dia tak boleh buat kerja. You work towards that. Seperti yang saya katakan di awal session tadi, I'm teaching how to find a good company, bukan dapat kerja. Kalau nak cari kerja, it's very easy. Dapat nak cari kerja company yang baik, itu challenge. That's a huge challenge. So keep doing what you're doing. Kalau dia minta additional proof, tak ada masalah. Nak ambil video, tak ada masalah. Just do. Tapi anda fokus kepada skill anda yang relevan, achievement anda yang relevan, apa yang anda boleh offer. If they keep focusing on your physicality, that's the wrong focus. Itu bukan fokus yang betul. Move on. Tak ada masalah. Rezeki itu luas. Bukan satu dua company itu je yang akan hire you. So keep focusing on your relevant skill. Don't talk about your disability. Tapi you declare awal, kalau boleh resume tu letak OKU physical. And then you specifically tell you what your physical is. But you mentioned that it does not stop me from tidak menghadkan saya untuk membuat kerja. Okay? Okay, kalau saya pernah menghadiri kursus AutoCAD tapi 2012 boleh ke beritahu soal interview. If the information is still relevant, tak ada masalah. If the version 2012 masih boleh dipakai, tak ada masalah. Tapi kalau version 2012 tak lagi valid, sekarang pakai version 2020, it's no use to talk about. Boleh kita minta gaji range 2007, 2003 kalau kita tetapkan gaji yang kita nak seperti 2008. It offers, tak ada masalah, tak ada masalah. Oh ya kan, I did not share my LinkedIn punya tu. Sebentar saya buka saya punya LinkedIn page supaya lepas ni boleh scan. Bentar ya. Share, open share tray, desktop window. Sebentar ya. Okay, ni dia. This is my LinkedIn. Boleh scan, akan terus pergi my webpage. Okay, I continue jawab soalan. Oh, sebentar lagi before ending webinar, please open camera. Oh, nak ambil gambar. Okay. Been to many interview. Okay. Soalan terakhir. I've been to many interview as diploma holder before I went for degree and said I'm underqualified. Then I took degree after finishing and they said you have no experience. So what they really want from the candidate actually? Okay, you jangan generalize company. You only focus on jawapan daripada company tersebut. And if these are the remark, they are not the right company for you. You cari sampai dapat company yang focus on your talent, focus on your skill, focus on your achievement. Selagi dia cakap, oh you're underqualified, overqualified, you don't have enough experience, move on. Okay, I think that's the end. Kalau tak ada soalan lagi, saya serahkan kepada Perkeso. Minta maaf ya sebab saya ambil 20 minit lebih ni. Minta maaf betul-betul.
That's okay, Mr. Jimmy.
Sorry, nak tanya last question please.
Boleh tak?
Ada soalan Boleh ke Mr. Jimmy?
Boleh.
Alright, okay.
Nak tanya macam mana nak buat the QR punya LinkedIn tu?
Oh, copy paste lepas tu cari QR generator.
QR generator guna apps ke macam mana? Website?
Tak, Google, you cari je. You Google je QR generator, akan ada keluar website QR generator. You copy link tu letak dalam QR generator, dia akan keluar QR code. Kalau tak, you cari dekat YouTube how to create QR code. Very easy. Senang.
Okay.
Best.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sama-sama.
Alright. So thank you so much Mr. Jimmy for the presentation that was very informative. Thank you so much as well for the Q&A that has been answered from your side through the chat box. I really appreciate that. So I think it's not like we already covered all of our questions. I mean, if you guys wanted to like build a rapport again with Mr. Jimmy in the future, you can just email Mr. Jimmy, right? And also you can follow him via LinkedIn to know more talks or webinar that will be held on later lah after this webinar and in the future, right? Okay, so also, for your information, guys, next week on 1st March, we will organize another informative webinar regarding employee right. I already sent the link in the chat box. Maybe you guys can register lah, and then we will also let you guys know about the poster that will be given through your email for this upcoming program. Okay, so last but not least, I would like to request all the audience today to open your camera because we would like to have a photo session with Mr. Jimmy today. So I would request everyone to show your face, smile very bright after we are getting a lot of information today lah. All right. Come on guys, open your camera. Mr. Jimmy, I would like to request you to unshare the presentation, please.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Bentar ya. Stop sharing. Okay. Boleh tak?
Okay. All right. Is everyone ready? Okay. Smile very, very wide. Okay. In the count of three, 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Okay. Everyone show your thumbs up, Ken. Okay. In the count of three, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Do we get that? Okay. All right. Okay. So again, thank you very much, Mr. Jimmy. I really appreciate all the contents, all the information given. That will be very useful for the UniKL student. And also, again, a massive thanks to UniKL as well for organizing this webinar and for the participants which joined us today. I really hope that this would be with you along your journey until you get a job lah in the future. Okay. So thank you again, guys, for joining us today. I really appreciate you for being here today. So I do hope that we can see all of you guys again for the next webinar. All right. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy. Stay
Madam,
safe. Yes. Ada soalan ke?
nanti boleh ambil recording ni.
Recording ni boleh nanti kita send via email lah. Boleh.
Okay. Email semua orang.
Email those yang register hari ini. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Thank you very much, guys. You guys can leave the webinar now. Bye-bye.
Madam,
Yes.
one more question, madam.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
For next program yang webinar tu.
Yep.
So I notice here the program is going to held on 1st March.
Yep.
2:30 AM.
Okay. 2:30 AM is it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for letting us know. So we will do
okay.
amendments on that lah. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Even ourselves as a worker also make mistakes. So there's no need to be ashamed of that lah. We help each other over here. Okay. Thank you very much. You guys are a great student. Good luck and all the best. See you. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.